Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's your boy OGBigsam on this edition of OG Thursday Afternoon Dialogue. Uh, gonna be doing a little something, just a little bit. We ain't gonna hold you long. Um, gonna be talking about a few things um, going on in the sports world. Gonna get into Terrance Crawford's career. Um, as he called it a day in the sport of boxing. We're going to dig into his legacy. We're going to dig into his impact and where he could possibly rank among the greats. Gonna talk about some the college football playoff jump off tomorrow. Starting off with Bama and Oklahoma. We're going to get into that. Going to talk about Myles Garrett and his historical sack run that is going on this season and where it may land and his impact as one of the greater uh, defensive ends uh, to play this game and where he could possibly land, you know what I'm saying, in his career where he sits right now. Um, and we're going to talk a little bit about Arthur Blank and his possible plan or not have a plan. You know, how is everybody doing? You know what I'm saying? Giving people a little time to get it in. I know it's rush hour. Some of you may be sitting in traffic. Uh, some of you may be just walking in your door. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Tuning in. You know, you know what I'm saying? Uh, gonna while I'm showing my content agility, you know what I mean, speaking about a few things um just off top, my opening thoughts on today. um the buzz is sticking and picking up in the college world. Some people are starting to question um the hoodies uh presence in the NCAA going forward, with a number of teams at the NFL level that are showing major and monumental interest in him coming back to coach somewhere in the NFL. Um, you're hearing things about the Giants being a landing spot, which I could see that. The Browns being a landing spot, I could see that as well. Those are two places that he has been early in his career. Um, you know, I'm not shocked. I knew he had a plan um in the way he's handling everything. I got a feeling that he'll be back in the NFL on next season. Because those are two places that he holds dear in his NFL history, and I could see him going to either place. Most notably, possibly New York. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the chatterbox is heating up on Bill Belichick and his foreseeable future at University of North Carolina, which I think is going to come to an end this year. Myself, in my personal opinion, my perspective. I
We
think
shouldn't even been there.
that is true too. That is true too. But
But we ain't gonna talk
we
about that.
digress. We digress. We we digress.
Arthur Blank,
Uh,
that's all I gotta say.
yeah. Just giving my little tat a tat 2 cents on that particular goings on and heating up trending topic as of right now. Um, Fresh should be in here in about another 5 minutes or so. Let me see where can we start? Where can we start? Huh.
Alabama need to get their ass beat.
We need would be all right if Butterbean will have his ass in here. We could start with that first, since that's his team that's going to be facing
Exactly.
the Crimson Tide. Um, you know, I don't know what he doing, but we're going that we can start right there.
Okay.
The college football playoff jump off tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Alabama in Oklahoma, in that bracket.
Who we get the winner of? What game?
Um, mm, I was just looking at the bracket. I was just looking at it. Right? Da, 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 da. Um, where did it go? Uh, we get the winner of the Ole Miss matchup.
Okay.
Yeah, we get the
Who
winner of
who
the
they
Ole
going
Miss.
against?
Um, Ole Miss is playing. Is that Tulane? Yeah, Tulane. They're playing Tulane.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, whoever
Yeah.
we get, we gonna beat them.
And that's going to be interesting because they're going to be playing Tulane without Lane Kiffin.
Mm.
Oh boy, that
Interesting.
thing, that thing may that thing may blow up in their face.
Exactly, because
It
like I
may
had
blow up.
think.
I think. See, I think Ole Miss might have, what I'm saying, cut their nose off to spite their face. I mean, you went into that meeting on Saturday, that particular Saturday night, with an undergraduated attitude. And if you wanted that man to stay, that meeting would have went different.
You should offer him 100 million.
You know what I'm saying? You should have put some on the table and be like, look, what is it gonna take for you to stay? But instead, you went in there with a how dare you entertain another offer attitude.
Mm-hmm.
And it went south, way south.
And you lost out.
It lost out bad. And LSU with their cute self, so petty and messy.
Mm.
So petty and messy. And you sit two jets on the tarmac in Mississippi to pick that man up and the coaches that are going with him and their families on Sunday
They
morning.
lit it up.
That following Sunday morning. They
They lit
sent
it up
two
for him.
jets. Okay.
They pulled out all the things.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And it got worse too. It got worse because that Sunday night, there were 8 recruits that decommitted. That's
I
supposed to
heard.
be
I saw
coming.
that. I think.
Yeah, that decommitted from Ole Miss and committed to LSU. Oh,
Oh, that's
it got
bad.
bad. I'm gonna tell you something. That athletic director from Ole Miss, he should get fired.
Yes.
He should get fired. Because you know what I'm saying. You not only do you lose your coach, you lose coaches.
Yes.
You lose coaches and
And
recruits
you
because of
can't
the
even
way you
save
handle
face
the
from this.
situation.
You can't even save face from this. This is bad.
No, you can't. And like I said, LSU with their cute self, petty and messy.
I
Not
would have
one
been
jet,
too.
not one jet, but they sent 2 jets to Mississippi to pick that man and the coaches that were going with him up and that following morning. And
And that's how
they
you
didn't even
do it.
wait till they got to the facility. When they landed in Louisiana, they had the press conference right at the bottom of the stairs from the jet.
That's dirty. That's petty.
I mean, you got to roll out the presidential campaign.
Hey,
No, they
hey.
rolled out the red carpet.
Yeah, they did. Yes, they did. You know what I'm saying? So now Ole Miss is losing recruits. That recruiting class of 26 that was about to come in, they lost 3 5 stars, 2 4 stars, and three 3 stars, and it's some more that's sitting on the fence trying to decide if they're gonna stay committed to Ole Miss. And you got some players that's currently on the team that are thinking about jumping in the transport program. Okay, so this could be a crushing blow for Ole Miss. Not only are you not going to have a coach for the playoff game, you may have some players for the playoff game. That's how bad it is.
I definitely think there's going to be some players not going to play.
Mm-hmm.
Because why would they want to play?
Exactly. Why risk it?
Yes. That athletic director should lose his job. Because you went into that meeting with Lane Kiffin with the wrong attitude. Your attitude should have been, Lane, what do we need to do for you to stay? What would it take for you to turn that offer down and stay here? That's what that meeting should have been. No, it wasn't that. He went in there with a whole "how dare you entertain an offer from another school" and all of that there, type of situation, and it has gone completely and thoroughly bad. Now with the playoffs starting tomorrow in Oklahoma, now that Butterbean has joined the fray.
Oh Lord.
All of the most southern region of these here United States, most notably the SEC fan base itself, telling you got one job, Jay.
Yep, that's right, one job.
Yeah, we got one job. As long
you got one job.
They better not cheat us out of this damn. I know that.
You got one job. And the CFP committee, I believe they straight up targeted y'all. You know what I'm saying? To have a rematch with a lot on the line. The stakes are high. It's a pressure situation. It was a pressure game during the season. Now you come back and you reward these cats after getting blown out in the SEC championship game with a spot in the 12-pack in your house. What say you, sir?
Oh boy.
Step up to the mic. Say it with your chest.
I'm gonna say this, bro. They better not cheat us out of this damn game. I'm gonna be very pissed.
There's Alabama man been talking shit.
Yeah, I know it. I've been seeing it.
Don't put yourselves in position to get cheated, neither.
Well, he should have learned from talking shit that got his ass dog walked in the SEC championship game.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead, Trey.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this, bro. We have to play smart football. Our offense is gonna have to, our offense got to get in the rhythm. And our defense, our defense actually put pressure on Ty Simpson the last matchup we played. So
yeah, y'all touched him up a few times.
Y'all need to look at the Georgia film.
Well, yeah, like I said, bro, Brent Venables, my guy. Your defense going to play the game of his life to win this damn game, bro. You can't come out here.
Who on that defense was going to have to be some X factor?
Mason Thomas. He's a defensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
Mason Thomas, the defensive lineman. I think his name is Wynn, number 44.
Mm-hmm.
And Bowen, Eli Bowen, number 22. Them three dudes right there
got to have a game.
Or some problems. But see, the thing I like about you know what I'm saying, Venables is he don't blitz your ass. That's why I say, man, we gotta prevent Alabama from we gotta prevent the big plays down the field.
Georgia gave you the blueprint.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Georgia gave you the blueprint.
Yeah, like I said,
y'all stacked up with running backs just like Georgia. Use them. And then on the defensive side, blitz like the end of the world is coming. You blitz all night.
Our defensive line is fucking.
Just don't be like Ty Bowles.
No. Oh, I ain't got to worry about that.
We talking about NCAA now.
My head coach. Oh, I ain't got nothing to worry about. As long as he called the right defensive plays and everybody in their position, I'm telling you, watch out for number 22 Oklahoma, because one thing about Eli Bowen, that dude is a ball hawk. So
yeah, he was the other half of that tandem with him and the old boy who we got.
Billy.
Yeah.
Billy Bowman, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, them two jokers last year, boy, they are some ball hawks. But like I said, bro, for the offense, don't have John Mateer dropping back so much, man. You don't have to start pounding the rock. Because the last, you know what I'm saying, the last 3 to 4 games, we haven't ran the ball well. This is the game right here. Just mix the plays up, man. Don't have this dude out here trying to do QB draws and all this stuff, man. No, man, I ain't got time for the cute shit. Play smart football and create some takeaways.
Hell, but I can put.
Yeah.
Freshman.
Yes, sir.
What is your take on this rematch of epic proportions?
Go in. Oklahoma need to go in and handle business and try to get them out of there early. I think the faster you get to Simmons, the quicker the game will be over with. Because obviously, if he ain't clicking, ain't nobody else clicking. Williams has not been the same type of player.
Right.
So I think their biggest threat would be the Bernard. And does that what running back was that was out when they played us? Does he come back?
Who, Jamal?
Yeah, for Bama.
For Bama, I think he's playing in this game. I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, because like I said, them Alabama players, they've been talking shit about us all week. In my head,
that's what they do.
When they asked Brent Venables that question, that man had a big ass smile. He said, "That's all he said is, we'll see y'all tomorrow." That's it. I'm like, okay, he ready. I'm like, let's do it.
One thing I respect about Saban, he didn't never talk shit.
No, but is this Sam? What you call him? The Family Dollar ass coach?
Yeah, that Dollar General, Family Dollar ass Woolworth.
My head coach already showed me what he's good at.
No name ass coach.
That's why I say you don't have to send the house to Todd Simpson. Just send the house.
I mean, you know, their last Alabama's last time on a football field, they got dog walked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, y'all basically from a psychological advantage, you know what I'm saying? You know, hit them with negative plays. You know, get a sack, get a tackle for a loss on the run play. You know what I'm saying? 3 and out.
3 and out every play.
Three and out is what you need to start with.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and then you come out on offense, you take that thing right on down the speed on the field and put up 7. You know what I'm saying? And let that doubt start to seep off in their mind, because they got their ass whooping the SEC championship game. They shouldn't be in this game, and y'all should play like they shouldn't be in this game.
Now I'm gonna say embarrass them psychologically.
Ben Arbuckle, our offensive coordinator. This is what I'm gonna say to you, sir. Don't come out here doing this QB draw crap every 2-3 plays, bro. Don't do that. Run the ball and let John Mateer do what he do. I would expect John Mateer to throw some deep shots in this game, but the last 3 games he's played, he's turned the ball over. He can't turn the ball over in this damn game. He cannot turn the ball over.
Don't get pretty.
Please don't. I don't want to see that. Run the ball take care of the football and play smart defense, and you won the game.
Now, from a coaching aspect, between DeBoer and what's y'all coach name?
Y'all know Brent Venables, right?
Brent Venables.
Yeah.
He the head coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the old boy that came from Clemson with Dabo in there.
Yeah. The chess match, as it were, as it should turn out to be, like, you got to stay a step ahead. You got to coach to win. Don't come out there coaching to lose, coaching not to lose. You got to coach to win.
Don't get me wrong, we got a legit coaching staff over there. Trust me. You got one of the top, like I said, one of the top coordinator. No, I'm gonna take it back. That nigga's not that damn good. Anyway, we got a top, you know what I'm saying? We got a legit coaching staff. But that's why I say, just if you just be smart, bro. Just have a smart coaching game plan. Don't come out here trying to get cute. The 2-3 possessions, right? And you got a punt. I'm like, no, bro. We ain't got time for all that.
Yeah, you got to make sure y'all hit them in the mouth every chance y'all get.
Y'all been off for 2 weeks. Y'all been off since when? November? That's what. Yeah. You got all the rest you need, bro. Let's get to work.
Now, the second game on the day, which is Georgia's waiting on the winner of Ole Miss and Tulane. And me and Madam Howell was discussing the implications of thereof. They're coming in there and they're not gonna have their head coach. And maybe some players. There hasn't been any reports out yet, but I mean, they could be coming in here a little handicapped on some levels. I'm gonna go out here on this branch and call the upset.
Mm-hmm.
If you want a handicap match, good luck.
I'm calling the upset. I think Tulane could walk away with this thing.
Hey, while you playing, yeah. You know, everybody picking Ole Miss to win that game.
I don't see how.
My bro, you got to stop. Y'all can't just, you know what I'm saying? Just because they're Ole Miss don't mean they can't lose.
I mean, real now from a realist perspective, in this microcosm. Yes, Ole Miss should win this game just based off of talent. They from a talent level perspective.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna have some key players not playing because Lane is gone, because that is a strong possibility. You could have some starters like I'm good. But if all in all, if you're in there and you're just minus your head coach, and possibly your offensive coordinator.
Damn, who coaching for that game?
The kids, they just going out there. Hey, defense, y'all get ready. They pretty solid, boy.
They basically coaching Ole Miss right now.
Tulane coming in hot.
Their head coach went to Florida, didn't
he? Yep.
Yeah, well, I tell you.
Yep, and did. But just looking at it on its face value, what do you guys take on this game and your expectation?
My expectations.
Handicapped.
I'm gonna say this: Don't
A
count.
sloppy game.
That's all I'm gonna say. Don't count Tulane out.
Madam Howe, what you say they gonna be handicapped?
Handicap. That's all I gotta say.
Charles Weiss Jr. He about to head. He already with Kiffin at LSU.
Who?
Charles Weiss, the offensive coordinator.
Oh, Charlie Weiss Jr.
He had the LSU with Kiffin.
Yeah, he is. That what I was saying. You without your head coach and your offensive coordinator.
So that
Good
tells
luck.
me they don't promote the Ole Miss defensive coordinator to the head coach.
Again, good luck.
Yeah, that's a whole. You don't have to have a lot of people that's gonna enter that portal next year to go for Kiffin. Mark my words. Ole Miss is just like, bro, who's coaching? Who gonna be doing what?
Probably the defensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, the quarterback's coach will probably be calling play.
They gonna have to revamp their whole staff, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's a given. That is a given.
Boy.
Y'all better have your seatbelt on.
You better have your seatbelt on. I'll get ugly real quick.
Yeah. We're gonna switch gears to the NFL. Myles Garrett, defensive end for the Cleveland Browns, and the freshman came up with this particular topic. And on his historical sack run this season,
and it's not over.
And yeah, it's not over. Yeah, with three games to go. He's right now he's one sack away from the single season sack record. And on the pace that he's on right now for this season, he's on a pretty good he's on a pretty good run. Fresh, why don't you start out on, because you came up with this, and where this man's currently in your mind's eye, where he stands with some of the greats, you know what I'm saying, to do it on defense.
So while we was pondering over topics for today's show, OG brought up Myles Garrett and his historical sack run. Well, I threw it in and put it together like this. Do we have to start throwing Myles Garrett in that best defensive player of all time conversation?
I say yes.
Like, you threw Aaron Donald in there. I mean, it's crazy that Myles Garrett has been getting what he's getting, and nobody has yet to really just put him in that light. Now, Aaron Donald was getting that love, but I guess you can say, oh well, he was doing it from a DT position or just how his stature was. But still, Myles Garrett is playing up and down the line and sacking people. Like, I mean, come on now.
But he got nothing to show for it. No playoffs.
Yeah.
No nothing.
Nope. It's embarrassing up there.
I think that'll be the only stain on his jacket.
Well, they had one playoff. They had one when Flacco was there.
They had one when Baker was there.
Yeah, well, but still though.
So, but yeah, like the question is, man, do you feel like he should be put in that conversation up there with like a LT, Aaron Donald, Reggie White, Too Tall Jones, people of those statures?
I'm putting them in the conversation on the level of a Charles Haley. Haley, John Randall, those guys, Jerome Brown. He, I mean, if I want to give you even closer closer template, JJ Watt. He's approaching that level of dominance where being able to almost completely take over a game, from a defensive perspective, as a pass rusher, and his ability to be effective in run defense.
Yep.
Imagine if he was on another team doing
that. Because here's I've had some people that lose their minds when I speak this of Aaron Donald, because Aaron Donald had a tendency to disappear in the run game.
Yeah.
Myles doesn't. When someone, I think I had a show with this conversation of Aaron Donald in comparison to Reggie White, and I kept bringing that up. But he had a 9-year run there where his ability to get to the pass rusher kind of stuck him out there a little bit. But I'm like, in some of them high stakes games, in pressure moments, teams would actually run at him.
Bro, I ain't even know. I can't even remember when they talked about him during the Super Bowl until that time, until they woke him up. That's it.
Yeah. See, that was a clear case and example of not letting sleeping dogs lie. He was, just going through the motion until somebody pissed him off and he took over the game.
Boy, I had a joke. Boy. I wish somebody would have pissed our guys off in the
Oh my God.
Maybe we wouldn't have lost it.
We weren't gonna do
that. But I mean, right now he's currently a sack away from the single season sack record, with 3 games to go, and with the amount of, I think Garrett got about another good hard 4 or 5 years, left on the tarmac to take off. When he at this particular rate, when it's all said and done, I mean, if he's doing 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 sacks a season, going forward, could we be talking Mount Rushmore defenders? Could we be? Will we have to put him in the conversation with Reggie, with LT, with Prime as the greatest defensive player of all time or greatest football player of all time? Would it have to go there?
Do you take it? Do you let's say this? Do you hold it against him that they play more games and in the way the league is playing now?
No. And the fact that he went Cleveland, they might try to screw him.
Now they might. It may get held against him, especially if they don't get any major playoff. That may be a caveat to some people.
Like they want to hold something against Matt, but
I mean, I'm just saying, hell, in some cases, a lot of people will try to hold certain, Deion's time here in Atlanta against him. I mean, but you can't, which is a large part of what's going on with his kids now, because Deion affected all phases of the game.
He did, yeah.
And defensively, if you was foolish enough to throw at him, and he picked it off, 95% of the time it's going to the house.
Yep.
Okay. Now this might be the only thing that I agree with Stephen A. Smith on in the greatest defender of all time conversation. I prove me wrong that Deion Sanders is not the greatest defender to play the game. A lot of people say LT. Okay, yeah, LT is the reason why left tackles get paid what they get paid now. Y'all see that Monday night game against the Redskins and breaking Joe Theismann's leg. Okay,
Here's my thing. What other teammates stand the hell up when you get the ball to run it back in the end zone? That's Deion right there.
Deion is in a couple of conversations when it comes to the GOAT of football. Not just defensively. I'm just the greatest football player.
All the
Period.
team's players stood up and look at you.
Yes. He has the accolade. He has the Lombardis. Okay. And he is the reason why the term shutdown corner was invented.
Yep.
So in this conversation, Myles Garrett, if he stays on this trajectory with 19, 20 sacks a season, going forward, I think he probably has about 5 or 6 years left to play, barring any major injury. And he, if this even possible, gets better than what he is, he be in that conversation with Deion, LT, Reggie White, Mean Joe Green, and others defensively.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
I agree.
Right.
The next head coach better do something. That's all I gotta say.
And that's going to be interesting. How that unfolds over there, because I mean you're with what you have, you give Shador, some, you upgrade that receiver room, maybe add another tight end, another running back to back up old boy, and you tighten up the offensive line to where you can put up 20, 25 points a game. Your defense does its work.
Don't waste his talent.
Yes. I mean, the good thing is this is just the beginning for Shador. People forget he's just going to start his fourth game. Okay. All right. You know what I'm saying? And, you have time to spend money to put all the right things around him on that offense, especially that line. That should be numero uno. Upgrade that line. You know what I'm saying? You put some premium talent at every position on that line.
If we had him.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I know.
Make sure you get him some more weapons because one of them is sabotaging.
Who that is?
Who the heck is that?
I mean, because him and Judy seem to have hashed out their issue.
There you go, Judy.
Yeah, I think about him too.
That's who I was like, damn, what is his name?
They seem to have hashed out their issues. He made several catches in that game on Sunday.
Okay, he did.
He was trying
I'm
to play the
glad to see
money
he
game.
came to his senses because boy, I'm like,
Trying to
boy,
play the money game, y'all.
What's going on with him?
I mean, and then that game on, and then plus on that game on Sunday, like I said, when I was talking to my cousin, I'm like, y'all have to, we all love Shador, but he is a rookie, a 3-game rookie at that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's learning on the fly. That is the reality. So you're going to have games like this, especially against good defenses. You have to take the learning curve. You have to take the experience. You know what I'm saying? The growing pains as they come. The thing is, yes, you asked the question. Where would they be if Shedeur had started the season?
Mm.
Do we know? Are they? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Are they 500 or they're a game or two over 500, or are they actually right where they are now? Just based on what we know.
I
Kevin
think they'll be
Stefanski.
competing for a playoff spot.
I think they would too. I think it would be, what I'm saying, 6-7 or 7-6, something to that effect. But you would have a better grasp of what you have, what I'm saying, from him had he started the season.
Exactly. And he's getting proper, you know what I'm saying, reps with the first team, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I mean, we don't know, what I'm saying, had he started the season and what kind of chemistry that he would have, what I'm saying, with the guys on the first team offense. We don't know. I mean, we don't know how the chemistry could have turned out and what the offense would probably have turned into. You know what
Was
I
that the
mean?
head coach or the organization?
Well, you let Cleveland media tell it's the coach. In some speculations, it's something or someone behind the scenes was orchestrating the trying to bury him on the depth chart type of thing.
Yeah, I think it's the organization.
Now me myself, I had said that Hamlet and Stefanski both got to answer questions. The GM has been the only one speaking positive of Shedeur. So the owner and the coach have been, playing hot potato on accountability over him. Them the ones that got to answer questions. And then going forward in this situation, somebody here got to roll, man.
Sound like something down here.
Somebody here got to roll. You know what I'm saying? The fumbling the bag around here on this quarterback situation. We saw you saw the video document evidence. Dylan Gabriel had no business starting for this team. You saw that.
He shouldn't even got drafted.
I mean, you look at how preseason went. Dylan Gabriel showed you nothing that said that he should be the starter of this team.
You had 5 quarterbacks. Good Lord.
Dylan Gabriel showed you nothing. The 2 games that Shedeur played, the boy threw 5 touchdowns between the 2. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, make it make sense. I mean, but it is what it is in that particular set. What's up, 6 man? What's going on?
Yes, sir.
We're having, small conversations. We're gonna switch topics, switch sports altogether. Terrance Crawford retires. There are many questions surrounding that as to the reason why. But he goes out on top. The comparisons are already running rampant. I think that he is the greatest lightweight of all time. Yeah. Over everybody's favorite money man. Yeah. For a couple of reasons. He did. He fought. Terrance fought everyone in their prime. He didn't wait till, it was almost over and done with Pacquiao fight. He didn't run from certain fights. Sugar Shane Mosley. I'm just keeping it a buck.
He still down there. Almost got knocked out in that one.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, and did. There was a couple of fights that he almost got knocked out of. There's a few fighters that he ran from, but I digress. Terrance, Bud Crawford, on the other hand, took on all comers. He took on all names, and he beat them, and beat them badly. Okay. Most notably, this last one. Cause I ain't even gonna front. I was like, oh, this might not go well. This might not go too well. Yeah, but shit, by the third round, I'm like, oh, this gonna end badly for old boy.
Oh yeah.
And the WBC ought to be fucking ashamed of themselves for what they're trying to pull. With
belts.
Yeah. And again, I him retiring, I don't blame him. I mean, for a couple of reasons. Because one, you've made your money. You fought everybody. You fought everybody and beat everybody. You have nothing else to prove. Nothing.
Yeah.
And he cited Muhammad Ali as another reason why he chose to retire. I want to be able to play with my kids, my grandkids, and remember. And that's just keeping it a buck.
That's crazy.
That's just keeping it a buck.
Because you don't want to go and be like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
He was in a wheelchair all them years.
It was those last two fights Ali shouldn't have never fought.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks were walking around mad at Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes did not want it got to the 8th and 9th round of that fight, and Larry was looking at the ref like, you gonna stop this shit?
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, which increased the situation that turned out to be, that had Ali bad after, a certain amount of years, from CTE to Parkinson's, all of the above.
You get to the point you can't remember your kids and grandkids, and that's sad.
Yeah. So you're Bud, and you 250 million to the good, with endorsements, got life after boxing kind of set up, you know what I'm saying? Got a podcast that's supposed to be, coming up as well. So actually, got my baby and my baby, you know what I'm saying? Family's good, mom and dad are taken care of. I've done what I came to do in this sport. I'm good. Anybody else, you know what I'm saying? Y'all speak your take on Terrance Crawford.
I honestly wish I would have started following him a lot sooner. Because I would have liked to watch a lot more of his fights, which, I mean, I could go back and watch, but still, I would have liked and watched it in real time.
I need to go back and watch videos.
But I can't lie. I would like to have seen him fight Floyd. I would have liked for him to give Floyd his first L. That would have been a nice thing.
Yeah.
Lord, that's a whole nother topic.
There's been a slight, back and forth between them, real lightheartedly, but it, you know, Terrence like, all right, okay, I'm gonna keep it respectable. Just say okay. I mean, me personally, in a perfect world, you know what I'm saying, mano a mano. I think Terrence will beat the brakes off of.
That's what I think too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You know what I'm saying? We're talking about somebody that has equal hand speeds, or even if just a little bit faster and more power. And
And
I don't
can
think
get in there and block.
and as good as Bud is at cutting off the ring, all that running that money likes to do, I think that shit would have been broken down. I mean, but that's just my perspective. You know what I'm saying, on that dream match, that could have been in some parallel universes. But he's he's a Terrence Crawford. He's a great guy, no nonsense guy, speaks his mind. He's respectable until you make him disrespectful. There's been a couple of fighters to find that out.
I hope you have a good retirement, though.
Oh yeah. Like his life after boxing is set up real good. Again, the 250 mil to the good.
Y'all want to know my favorite Ali memory? Was when he came and ran with the torch in Atlanta.
Who that?
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's one of my favorite memories of him.
Yeah, and when he carried the torch at the '96 Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was very inspirational. As a person that saw a lot of his fights, it was poetry in motion. It was amazing to see a guy, 235, 240, that can back up off your ass and knock you out backing out. Just saying, hand speed like no other, and he could touch you up. He fought all comers. His fight with Big George. You've seen the film clips. It happened. His fights with Frazier, Ken Norton, the Spink, Leon Spinks, let me see, Ernie Frazier, they coming in, they tried to take his career from him with that military stuff.
Yep.
They tried real hard, what I'm saying, to take his career from him, but he fought it.
Yep.
And he stood on business on that. Why I'm gonna go?
Yep.
Why I'm gonna go across the water in Vietnam and fight the Viet Cong? I ain't got no problem with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to fight a fight right here in this country.
Well, see, that's what the military was. That's a whole nother conversation back in them days.
Yeah. It was. The United States used the military to halt a lot of black athletes.
Just black men in general. They didn't even. They couldn't stand black people. They wanted us to fight for them. I just would never understand that stuff.
Yeah. Butterbean.
Yeah, man, it fell asleep over there.
Oh, Lord.
I'm supposed to be expecting a phone call, son. What's up, man? What's going on?
Really? For real?
Mhm.
What, man? What?
Phone call.
That's what you gonna say, and you know what I'm saying. Hadn't tuned in to a whole topic.
I heard
Nah,
it.
he resting up for tomorrow, y'all.
No, I'm not
He's
even.
trying to make sure his pom-poms is greased and everything.
Man, you got
He's trying to make sure he got all the ingredients to that casserole.
this is why I was on mute right there.
Pre-Christmas casserole.
Mm.
Ain't no Christmas casserole over here.
Yeah.
Do you have a perspective on Terrance Crawford, sir?
I don't know anything about the guy.
So you're not a boxing fan?
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I
Oh
apologize.
my God,
I'm not
You're
a
not a
boxing
multi-sport
fan.
fan.
Okay, all right, okay. I won't hold it against you, for a little bit.
You mean
We ain't never letting that bean casserole go.
shut up?
Right.
Shut up.
Right.
that ain't never getting
Right.
let go.
Don't worry. I'll make another one. Don't worry about it.
We know.
I'm gonna hold this Arthur Blank topic until tomorrow,
Okay.
for Falcon Friday.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother thing talking about Arthur Blank.
Yeah.
I'm
But
gonna put my personal thoughts in there, but that's a whole nother.
y'all heard it, Madam Howell's moment.
And that trust me, that's one of my
Put the
favorite
kids, send the kids outdoors. I mean, but hey man, it's just a little bit a little dialogue, what I'm saying, Thursday afternoon dialogue. I was fumbling around with some topics, and the freshmen came through and we lined it up. We got the 2 games, the 2 college football playoff games tomorrow. Oklahoma, you got 1 job.
Hopefully I'm back in
What
enough
time is
time
the game?
to watch it.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Okay.
And then you have the storyline for the other game, which is the Ole Miss is gonna have half a coaching staff. You're gonna have that to happen. Terrance Bud Crawford, in many eyes, did they turn on you? He's gonna be on the Mount Rushmore of lightweights. If not, probably having his own parking lot. It depends on who you talk to. You got these Money Mayweather fanatics out here that would probably cuss you out for saying
I ain't never
anything
been a
good
fan of his for some reason.
about any other fighter other than him. But I mean, I'm partial to Sugar Ray Leonard myself. But that's another conversation to be had. We could probably do that. We could do that now. We could do
old
that.
school boxers.
Yeah, we could do that. We could have that GOAT conversation. You know what I'm saying? Just to throw that out there. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate everybody, for joining. Hit that like button for me. And if you're not locked in, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe for 5 for Mr. White Network and the team that is the crew of Mr. White Network, that is growing and is in getting comfortable. That is the madam. Yes, he is. Yeah. This team is coming together. You know what I'm saying? For those that be not understanding what's going on over in the Unholy Alliance. Yeah. Miss White Network, yeah, just what we doing. But hey, man, that's it for us. In this edition of OG Thursday Dialogue. And we're gonna wrap it up and get on out of here. Y'all got any final thoughts you want to throw out there?
No biscuits.
You know what? I'm getting off the show right now.
Yeah, go get them ingredients for that casserole.
Nope, not doing it. See, Mr. White. You see what you done did?
Hey, don't blame me, Butterbean, Jelly Bean,
See,
Baked
He said you
Bean.
like that
Don't
bean
blame me.
casserole.
Hey, hey, man, you have to find a way to keep it. Hey, you keep it dirty. Most nobly, keep it real with yourself, man. Let the next choice be your best choice. I am the OG for the madam, the fresh one, and the young one. We out of here, y'all.
Peace.